On the morning of February 20th, 1989, something terrible happened.
You know what's crazy? Back in the day, I used to love watching this show. And I used to think this stuff was real. But now that I know Gematria and I know we live in a fake world, watching these shows lately, I've been noticing some some suspicious stuff. I ain't even gonna say coincidence, cause when it's that many, it ain't no coincidence when it's that many. But anyway, let's go.
Janice Johnson, a 35-year-old housewife and mother of two children.
Claire, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later, okay?
The investigation into that morning's event would raise questions that persist to this day.
All right, let me get to this real quick.
Where townspeople all know one another. For the Johnsons, Shelburne was the ideal place to raise their two young daughters, 11-year-old Darla and 9-year-old Dawn.
All right, y'all heard them ages, right? 11 and 9, because I'm going to break that down too. But let's go.
We had two lovely girls, and perfect as far as I was concerned. We were always together. Like, you can ask anybody around the community, whenever they've seen us, the four of us usually always together. Very, very rarely we ever went anywhere individually.
Clayton was an industrial arts teacher at the local high school. Janice was a homemaker. The Johnsons were a deeply religious family and very active in their church, volunteering much of their free time to church activities.
We were always out visiting people and doing this and that. My mom was the type of person that she didn't like to just sit around and do nothing, so we were...
All right, now she looked like Topanga. And her real name is Danielle Fishel Topanga. And then her name's Darla, start with a D like Danielle. But anyway, let's go.
Always busy doing something. And like we never went anywhere without doing it as a family.
The morning of February 20th, 1989 was a typical one for the Johnsons.
February 20, without that zero, that's 22. Like, died equal 22, dead equal 22. But y'all know how her name is Janice. But let me go back to the picture. Go back to the picture.
We were always together. Like, you can ask anybody around the community.
Because I'm going to show y'all who she looked like.
For the Johnsons, Shelburne was the ideal place to raise their...
All right, now. Take a good look at her. Who does she look like to y'all? Because I'm going to tell y'all who she looked like to me. Now, Kelly Cofield Park, who played on In Living Color. Now, I didn't really recognize her from In Living Color because I didn't watch In Living Color that much. I mean, of course I watched it sometimes here and there. But what I really recognize her face from is when she played Miss Lewis on the Martin Show, when she was Gina and her mom wedding planner. She looked just like Kelly Cofield. Now let me show you the connections I noticed. Because they kids, right? One of them 11 and the other one 9. Like 119, that's Kelly Park birthday, January 19th. Now let me show you another, or break down another connection. Because her name is Janice. Now the month January came from the Greek god Janus. The month January, Kelly Park, her birthday is January 19th, and her name is Janice. Man, these forensic files, I'm not saying all of them, but I've been noticing some suspicious stuff with some of these episodes. I wouldn't be surprised if all of them fake. For real, I wouldn't be surprised. Cause that's what they do. They like you to have sympathy over fake deaths. That's why they always having these celebrities faking their death in the media and having all these fake stories, and they all scripted and by the numbers. And the same thing with this. All that can't be a coincidence. And then the one that looked like Topanga, her name Dollar, and dang, what I was gonna say? Her name Dollar almost sound like Dolly. And Dolly Parton got the same birthday as Kelly Park. Dolly Parton got that January 19th birthday. Now what's crazy is another thing that I noticed is wild. Cause they said the lady she was on the phone with, her name was Claire Thompson. Come on. And Dolly Parton, her husband name is Carl Thomas. Carl Thomas Dean. You got the Thompson. I mean, it almost sounded like even they last names, Johnson and Thompson. Come on, man. This is a script, man. And how they religious church people. They said she died at 35. And Satan equaled 35, which God is the opposite of Satan. And they was real religious people. And even Danielle, her middle name is Christine, like Christ. Danielle Fishel. Come on now. But anyway, on that note, I'm out.